Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the SteelSeries Sensei gaming mouse, or it's a pro gaming mouse that I bought to replace my old Razar Death Adder mouse. Also, it's time to do some mail calls, so please stay tuned. So before we get started, you might ask, why are you reviewing mice? And what does that have to do with the gun community? Well, if you're here on YouTube, you're probably using a keyboard and mouse. Also, if you're in the gun community and you carry, you probably have like a holster. Nah, you probably have like about 10, 20 holsters before you sort of figure out which one you like. Well, I'm sort of the same when it comes to mice, and this is just a small cross sections of all the mice that I currently have. And I even have one that I'm using on my Mac, and here's the one that I'm using on my Windows machine. So I'm never quite exactly happy, and I'm always trying to figure out what I like even more. So anyway, I know a lot of people have noticed my old mouse, and this is the Razar Death Adder, and I've had this for over a year, and I've been very happy with it. And of course I can nitpick anything, and after about a year, some of that rubber coating right there is starting to wear off right there. Let's see if we can focus it. I'm not using my normal camera. There we go. And you can see it's starting to wear a little bit. This it's kind of a slightly grippy kind of coating on it. Also, I like my mice to have lights. So this has this cool Razor logo that sort of dims. It comes back on. Really cool blue. So I really, really like this mouse. It's very ergonomic. My only criticism with it, other than the coating eventually coming off, is that these keys, you can see how they're curved, which makes it very, very comfortable to me. But when I rest my hand on this mouse, I'll usually inadvertently, every once in a while, press this right key by mistake, just because I'm sort of just resting my hand on it, and the key is, these keys are so light to be able to press. It doesn't take very much. So I decided it's time to replace it. Other things I like is the cord on these things are like a fabric weaved over the cord. Very strong, very long. This is just an awesome mouse. By the way, the sensor on it is a infrared sensor. So I was very, very happy with it. You could change the DPI. You could get up to 3500 DPI. Really, really good. So anyway, I was walking around Best Buy, and I came across the Sensei by SteelSeries, and you can see it looks silver, and here it is, and you go, wow, that looks pretty cool. It's metal because it's called SteelSeries. Nope, it's plastic. So I was kind of upset that it was plastic and not steel. I thought it'd be nice to have a real metal mouse, so there's one disappointment. And by the way, this thing costs $89, so I thought I was getting, I was paying for the material. But what it turns out, what you're paying for is the electronics in this thing. First off, you can see this logo right here, and right now it's sort of an orangey color. And you can see there's a light by the thumb wheel right there. And you also have another light right above this button that you could use to change the DPI on the fly. And you could change the colors of these things to anything you want, 65,000 choices or whatever, but it's hard to tell the difference between so you basically, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 colors, that the rest are so close you wouldn't be able to see the difference. But you can basically make these things any color that you want. Another thing that's kind of neat is, see that? That's an LCD screen right there. And you can actually upload your own logo to the bottom of that. But that's also to work some of the electronics in here. So you can like press and hold this button and switch between 5 game modes that you could sort of save in this thing. So You know, you could have all your favorite, I guess, macros, the keys, the colors, or whatever, all saved in this mouse, the DPI settings, and you can go somewhere else with just the mouse and plug it in, and you don't need any drivers or anything. It keeps it all right here in the brain. This thing supposedly has the same processing power as an old Pentium computer. That's pretty amazing, and it's just a mouse. This is like the smartest, most powerful mouse there is on the market right now as of 2012. I believe it has an ARM processor in this thing. So anyway, it's not perfect. My biggest criticism with this mouse is you can see it has a buttons here, two buttons here. Again, these are all programmable. You can download the software, do all the stuff. And what I find is that when I have it sitting here and I have my hand resting on it, I'll inadvertently press those buttons, so I basically just decided to do nothing. As a matter of fact, they assigned these buttons here all to do nothing, because I'm not a gamer. I just like to have a comfortable mouse with a lot of lights, because I'm a geek. The other thing is that if you're changing game modes on this thing, where you gotta, I think you gotta like press and hold this button and turn it over and sort of sequence through these, you have to pick this up and look at it and change it. So that's kind of awkward. And also, as soon as you pick it up, I hit those buttons here on the side. So the cord is that same material. It's sort of like a weaved kind of fabric over the cord, and it's very long, so it's a very strong, long cord. So I've been using it for a couple of weeks, and I pretty much have been happy with it now that I got those buttons here disabled on the side, and I got the color on it to match the color here on my G15 Logitech keyboard. So I don't know. I'll give this. This is $89, and I would give it a much higher score if this thing was metal, but it's not. And the company's name, which is SteelSeries, so for someone who doesn't know anything about these things and they walk into the store, they may assume that it's metal, and it's not. Of course, I could always bring it back, but $89 is kind of a steep price, but you're paying for the processing power. You're paying for the 11,400 DPI that this thing has, and it can remember 5 gaming modes. It has an LCD screen. It has 16.8 billion color options for all these things. I mean, you're getting your money's worth. So, the other thing is this is ergonomics, so left or right-handed, because it's the same on both sides. It's not shaped for one hand or the other. So 15% of the world's left-handers are not left out to dry. Unlike my my Death Adder, which this is right-handed. The bump is sort of slightly over to this side, but I love this mouse. This is probably my all-time favorite mouse as far as comfort and things like that. They do make a smaller version if you have smaller hands, because I like big mice. They have the, let's see, this is the Abyss. I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I'll let you see what the name of it is right there. There we go. I think that's the Abyss or Abyssy or whatever. And you can change the DPI on a switch right here. It goes from 450 to 3500. Oh, and 1800, so I can switch back and forth. You could also change the frequency of the laser or the optics, so it can be more sensitive, I guess. You could go between 125 hertz and 1,000 hertz. And this is a lot cheaper. Also, you could usually find this one probably for about between $30 and $40, I believe. But if you have smaller hands, and this is also ambidextrous, left and right-handed, has that same grippy material, which eventually wear off. And if you're a gamer, it'll wear off quicker than a year. But if you have smaller hands, and you don't like mice that have quite as big a hump on it, this is an outstanding mouse. I sort of use this as my travel mouse. So, really good. But it also has a Razar logo that lights up right here, but it stays on. It doesn't blink like my Death Adder does. So that's it. That's all the mice. This is kind of a lame review or overview of my new mouse because I'm feeling kind of under the weather. And I'm not even using my normal camera. I'm just using the webcam. So I'm sorry if the quality doesn't look as good. You know, the angle's a little wider. You can see more of my gut. It's pretty pitiful if you ask me. That's how the inside of the box looks. The mouse would have been there. They give you all kinds of instructions. They don't give you any software. You got to go download it, and they have all kinds of other things in their catalog that you could buy. They got a sticker you could put on your car and let everybody know what a cool gamer you are and what a great mouse you have. Supposedly a lot of famous gamers helped design this mouse. But overall, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. There's just a couple of things. As far as comfort, it's not there like my Razor. I don't like how easy it is to hit the buttons and to switch between the 5 saved program modes in this thing. You know, you got to turn it over and look at that LCD screen. And the other weird thing, which I do want to mention, is that, you know, back in the old days when you had the trackball, it would get dirty and then it wouldn't track right and you'd have to clean the inside out. Well, with laser mice, what happens is, or with optical mice, or what I call female mice because they don't have balls, dirt will get in this hole and mess it up. And every once in a while, you got to blow it out and clean it. So this one, because the hole, I guess, is smaller and deeper, this is getting bad. It seems to attract dirt easier in here. So I've had to sort of clean this out, just sort of blow some air there every once in a while, more often than most mice. So with all that, that's why I've given it an 8 out of 10. If I were doing it out of 5, that would be like 4 out of 5. It's the same thing. It's the same percentage. So anyway, let's move on to mail call. So this first package here is from Prepper Smurf. And I'll go ahead and open this up with my little Odie. I forgot if there's the OD1 or OD2. It's the small one. I've reviewed it recently. We'll go ahead and open this up. And see what... Ooh. Oh my god. This is not what I expected. I thought Mr. Prepper Smurf was sending me some oils. But he sent me a case here with stuff in it. And there's a letter. So let's see. It says, Fred, thanks so much for all that you do. Here is the Lucas gun oil as promised. I can't wait to see how it does in all your tests, especially the trial by fire. I enclosed a few goodies for you just to again show thanks for all your help and education. May God bless you. Keep you well. Your friend, Prepper Smurf. Above all else, prep on. Well, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate this. Ooh. Okay. So we got all kinds of cool things here. We have some snap light sticks. These are great to keep in your bug out bag or in your vehicle. Always good to have. We have a... I love these things. I used to always have one of these in the military. There's a technical nomenclature for these, but we always called them John Wayne's. And it's just a little can opener that you just pop the little piece out there like that. And it's on some green, OD green 550 cord, paracord. Really, really nice. What else we have here? Jonestown Supply. And it's a nice little screwdriver that you can put in your pocket. Wow, this is very, very nice. I can't thank you enough for this. This is the Lucas gun oil. And like I had previously said, Lucas makes some outstanding oil for the for vehicles. And this actually says something interesting here. Let me We'll read this on camera. Protect your guns and equipment with the latest in lubricating technology. This is environmentally friendly, made in the USA. It's super slick. It clings to metal parts for easier operation, reduced wear. A must for competition shooting. Resist burn off many times longer than conventional. It's a polymetric film that protects metal parts from rust, wear, moisture during hunting conditions. It neutralizes acids caused by contact from human hands and resists drying during long periods of storage. Yeah, all the crap that you get on your hands, and especially if you're a greasy, oily kind of person, and getting those type of things on your gun is actually bad. So this is really good. It's heat resistant, water resistant, odorless. So I am really, really looking forward to testing this stuff out. And man, there's more. Man, you're awesome. You are way too... This is incredible. This is a Victorinox, which is known for their Swiss Army knives and other things too. And it's a very, very nice Victorinox Swiss Army knife. Has all kinds of stuff. Wonderful blade right there. These things are great. These are the original multi-tool before all them other funky ones that came out, I guess, in the 80s. This is absolutely awesome. Has the screwdriver. I think this is sort of like the equivalent almost of the Tinker. But it's white, which is different than the typical red that you get. It has a little aw there. You get your toothpick and you got your tweezers here. This is absolutely awesome. And we'll go ahead and throw in something in there for CNC Dixon Company. And again, Johnstone Supply. This has been brought to you by Johnstone Supply and CNC am I saying it right? Dixon Company. And on the back it has Honeywell. Come on, focus. 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 This thing sort of focuses sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. That's the life of doing a video with a webcam. I cannot thank you enough, but I'm going to keep on thanking you. I really appreciate this. This is an honor, and I will make sure that I test this. Go ahead and put this right here in front of my TV set. This is a TV on a channel that does the weather. I get people that they constantly ask me about that. So, and this is a really, really nice little case. Looks like you could put that on your belt. And looks cooler than those lame fanny packs. They're not lame. It's funny, when I lived in New York, fanny packs were, the fashion. And I think they still are. And I used to have one. Today, if I see somebody with a fanny pack, I'm like, yeah, that guy is carrying a gun. But I didn't think of that back then. Okay. So again, that is Prepper Smurf. I, again, thank you very, 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 very much for the very kind gesture and gift and comments. All right. I have a whole bunch of mail and a box from Mr. Joshua. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start with the first one. This says, thought you need a different look, read on camera. So I guess he sent me something that I didn't quite get. So I need a better look. I could be dense sometimes, so it might take a little bit more for me to get it. All kinds of stuff in here. Alright. PSSS try to keep my letters short. Here's a PS. What would be a great way to get money for the web show? I hope that's not for me. I'm not going to e-beg for money. Here's another PSS. The rock with the type of diamonds is the geodes. And he had sent me these really cool rocks. Again, I'll show you them. Where you can see they have the crystals sort of inside them, and on the outside they just look like a normal rock. And they're really, really cool. The rock that is very bright is quartz. This is quartz. Again, we'll see if we can get this to focus a little bit better. There we go. You never know when these things are going to focus. And the other rock is a Californian sea rock. This is your geology lesson for today. I like the geodes. I love the way those. Let's see if I can get it to focus better right there. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Crystals on the inside and unassuming rock on the outside. It's like nothing to see here. Carry on. Really cool. And I still keep them right here for luck. For luck. Let's see. We have a looks like sort of like a cell phone. It says the Lord is near to all who call him. And that's really nice. Very nice saying. Nice prayer there. Text message from God. Call me anytime, any day from heaven. I love it. And it's like a cell phone. Really, really cool. Really cool. Okay, we got more letters. We got a lot. I don't know if I can read all of this on camera. I don't have enough video. I don't have enough hard drive space, and I'm not the fastest reader. I'll sort of read some of it. Dear Fred, here are some of the information about the web show I wanted to start. See, he wants to start a web show. The web show's name is j.m.w and then USA show days. I want the videos made Monday, Friday, Saturday. Show themes are knife, guns, pepper spray, survival gear, hot sauce, and beef jerky. That's a pretty good range of stuff. I'm sure you're going to hit something that everybody likes. Okay? Let's see. We have another mail from Mr. Joshua. This one says, just read some. Dear Fred, this is a gift that I made in the U.S., by the way. It's a handkerchief designed by myself. It took 1 hour to make for what I had to do. It's a symbol of your channel. Ooh, by the way, Fred, don't read the next sentence. Okay, that's what I'll read so far, because he said read part of it and not read all of it. So, let's see. Let's see what we got here. I see the Gear Obsession channel. You can see it right there, the Gear Obsession channel. And here's the back. All kinds of cool guns. I like all these guns. Made in the made in the USA. How cool is that? And I see AK-47, the AR, Beretta, Glock, Smith & Wesson, Joshua. Right there. The one gun I don't own is this Taurus right here. I'm not a fan of Taurus at the moment. You know, things can change, but right now I'm not too crazy about their service and support. Although they do make some really cool guns. They really do. On the other side, it's all these knives. A lot of knives. Microtech, Spyderco, Leatherman, Cold Steel. I love Cold Steel. K-bars. I love K-bars. So really cool. I will treasure this and keep it by the gemstones or by the gems here for good luck. And we got next letter. How much time? This is going on 20 minutes. You got to send less stuff because I can't make this the Joshua's sending me cool email channel. Where did you purchase your AR-15? My AR-15, I got the lower from just a local store, Accurate Arms and Ammo, something like that. It's a local store. And then I went online, I believe Brownells. I want to say Brownells, and I just bought all the parts, and I bought all DPMS because the lower was DPMS, and I just bought all the stuff online, and then I put it all together. So I built the lower, every little piece I put together for the lower. The upper I bought is a complete with the barrel attached. I just bought the entire upper, which was DPMS, and I got it from Brownells. Anyway, Fred got to go. Now I'm writing this letter at 11:30 p.m. and I'm getting tired. Good luck to you and blessings to you from the Lord. Sincerely, Joshua. P.S. I'm a Christian. What about you? Hope you like your gift. Jeff's got one too. As far as religion is concerned, I believe in God, but I don't talk about politics or religion in my channel. Okay, and I also have a box here. So, where did I put my Kershaw OD guy here? You purchased your private read letter first AK-47? I'm kind of confused. Where is the website? You purchased your... Oh, the AK-47. I didn't purchase my AK-47. I bought a Sega from a local store, and then I did like 5 videos that I built it into an AK-47. Wow. Okay, razor, sharp front blade, 3-finger grooves, lanyard blade, plastic rubber plastic cover around handle, entire Black Knight Teflon coating. I think he wants me to make a knife. This could be a weapon itself. Wow. And there's a letter. How long are we going here? Whew, 30 minutes. Dear Fred, this is a piece of steel I wanted you to carve out. You can if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. Just send the steel back. And Fred, if you decide to buy the AK-47, could you convert mine like you did yours, except in Dark Earth? I don't have the tools to convert it to a Sega 762x39, if that's correct. I did it the other way around. I converted my Sega 762x39 into an AK. If that's correct, always please respond with a private letter. Don't send me stuff that I gotta send back. I'm never gonna get around to it. I don't know when I could get around to making a knife either. I have, I work a lot, and videos take up way too much time as it is, and then all the research that goes into them, I don't have time. The reason why I've only made 2 prototype knives in my life is because it's too time consuming without the right tools. There is a channel that you should check out. It's called 3 River Knives, and this is a gentleman who makes some custom knives, and he starts out with steel, and like I did with a grinder, manually grinds out the blanks, like I did with that one knife. And it's an enormous amount of time, and it's so time consuming, and so work intensive to do it manually like that. That if you were to try to sell a knife that you make with a grinder and sander and do everything by hand, and then send out the heat treat and come back, you're probably not going to get a profit unless you sell that knife for like $200. So it's way, 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 way too time consuming so please don't do this. But again, I really appreciate everything and all the time that you're taking here. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, and subscriber, and you. And I hope you have a awesome weekend. Take care, and I will see you on Tuesday.